You went to school to learn, girl, things you never do before. And why 2 plus 2 makes 4? Now I'm gonna teach you all about love, yeah.
That's how things. My name is Ruan Dylan McLaughlin. For those of you who don't know me, I am the current Students' Union President. We did a student survey there a couple of weeks ago. What came from it was students didn't really know what we're doing in the union. So this is one of my ideas of how to get to students and what we're doing in the union. So I'm just going to talk through a few of the points of things I've been working on over the last few months. So first things first, with Students' Union, 5 Sabbats, just graduated from college, come in and try and run the union. It's a big task, big ordeal to ask them. I've been working very closely with them to try and help them settle in and try to be as effective as possible. It takes a lot of time, and but I think it's worthwhile. The work rate from the other offices has been phenomenal, and I'm sure you've seen and noticed the change in the union over the year. So I think it's been a worthwhile time. Student survey, another thing we've been working on. As I just mentioned briefly, we had over 1,800 students respond with 4,500 comments. I actually have it here. As you can see, there's lots in it, and we've been working through it and trying to see what you want and how we can be more productive for you. It's actually the first time the Students' Union have carried out such a survey in 4 years. So what I want to see is this as an annual thing, so students can get their say in the union. Playing pitches, guys. Most of you have heard about playing pitches with a lot of coverage on Focal on that. Before I came in here, there wasn't an awful lot of movement on it. The university were talking about fixing them, but what we have now is we've been working very closely with the university on this. We have a brief, we have a great setup planned. The pitches will be state of the art. There'll be centre of excellence standard with floodlighting and all that for training. This has been a lot of work going into this from ourselves, and we're happy to say that where we are, we're just trying to tie down funding now at the university, but ideal solution is that come September or mid-summer that work would start. Again, all depends on funding and that, but we're hopeful anyway, and we're hopeful we can come to a solution soon enough with that. Thanks very much for your time and patience with this issue. Things within the university can move quite slowly, as you know, a big organisation like that, but thank you very much for your patience. Entertainments, guys, we're trying to bring the best lineups we can this year. We've had, you all remember the Boathouse opening? They started the year with big production up there, circus tent, big production costs. We actually had the Groove Armada, who fell through 2 weeks before he came back. So that left us 4 weeks before the actual event. We had to come up with another act. We ended up with the Blizzards, which is a big push to try and get them confirmed in that short space of time. So anyone who was there, it was a great night. Unfortunately for those guys who've seen Blizzards a good bit around, sorry about that, but you all know about Charity Week coming up, which we rebranded Rag Week to Charity Week. We're hoping to have a good lineup for that. Watch this space. Alright, the lineup should be announced in the next couple of weeks. Also on Charity Week, we're trying to put a bit more emphasis on the actual raising and giving, trying to raise a bit more money for charity. We still want you to go out and have a good time, but throw those extra few quid into the bucket. Comedy wise this year, we're trying to change up our entertainments, not just all mainstream ents. We've had most of the top comedians, Irish comedians here in UL this year, so that's going well, and hopefully that'll continue going forward. Christmas tree, guys. One of the things to lift spirits up around with students, especially with exam time, we put up a Christmas tree outside here in the courtyard just behind me. Went down very well, and hopefully something we can do again. Something small, but I think it had an effect on everyone, and stuff like that we're working on. benchmarking trips. I went over to Leeds and Sheffield universities to try and see what their students' unions are like. I've seen all the students' unions in Ireland, and in my opinion, we're probably one of the, we're doing quite well. We're one of the better students' unions in the country. So I want to see, trying to benchmark ourselves across the water in England and how we can improve and push on and give you better service for that. Got a lot of information from that report done up and a lot of great ideas coming forward to progress the structure of the union going forward. Long-term planning tied into a benchmarking trip to Leeds. At the moment we're on 11,500 students here in UL. That will be moving up to 15,000 students over the next X number of years. As a union, we need to expand and be able to facilitate that. What I've been trying to do is look long term, not just a year's time, but 4, 5, 6 years down the line, you know, so that with students then, that the union's in the best place for them and structured in the right way to be able to facilitate that. So working on that. The union doesn't really have a 3 or 4 year plan at the moment. We're working to try and implement something like that and get one drawn up. So help the spats coming in after me to settle in quicker. Student service charge, guys. You're all paying €1,500 student service charge. University are misspending your money. All right, they're spending it on other things other than student service charges. We've been working hard. We're up in the Oireachtas in the Dáil there a couple of weeks back, where the university presidents had to answer to a government committee on how they were spending the student service charge. The university are looking at bringing in medical fees to use a medical centre and counselling fees. Alright, we've been working hard to try and stop that. This is another way. We want student service charges just to be spent on student services to secure the services that you need to help you get through college. So that's ongoing, and hopefully I have some update on that. Guys, I hope this video has been useful for you. I just wanted to put it together to give you information what I'm doing in the office here and what we're doing for you in the union. Again, it's in response to the student survey, which found that students didn't know what we were doing in here. I hope it's been informative. Thanks very much, guys, for your comments and your feedback. It helps me do a better job when I know what you want. So keep those comments coming. Alright, we love getting feedback in here, and we hope we can provide more services for you, and hopefully you can see what we're doing a bit more. Alright, thanks very much, guys, and best of luck.